Hello, my name is Richard. If you found this channel, it's because I am starting my fitness journey. This will be my first vlog video. If there, I don't know if I'll be continuing this channel further. I guess it just depends on how my journey goes. But ideally, I would like to at least upload a progress video of myself, at least maybe once a month or so. Um, to introduce myself, my name's Richard. I normally wear glasses, but I don't want to deal with the glare on the camera. This is my first time making this type of video. A little nervous, but I want to make this channel and this vlog because I wanted to hold myself more accountable towards my fitness goals. And so that's kind of the purpose of this. And um, just showing it to the world to see, I guess. So that way, anonymous people online could help hold me accountable. Um, and the reason why I'm starting this fitness journey is because I'm a gamer. I like to game a lot, which also involves a lot of sitting. Um, I eat out a lot all the time, so the combination of the two, not getting enough exercise and eating a lot of fast food, not a good combination. And for the past several years, well, not several, like past few years, I've kind of toyed with the idea of getting back into shape, but never really doing it and putting it off until the next day because I just felt that I'm just so far behind. It's just going to take forever. So I never get started, which is a bad mindset to be in. But what really got me to finally start trying to get into shape again, and I have before in the past, a few years ago, well, actually about a year before COVID hit, I was actually starting to get into shape. Um, but then when COVID did hit, the gym that I went to decided for COVID regulations to put all of the equipment outside in the parking lot and have you work out in the parking lot. And it was also summer in Southern California, so it was very hot. And I didn't want to exercise in 100-degree weather. And that kind of broke my routine. And then I fell into a slump after that and never got back into shape. And then a few years passed, and that's where we're at today. But anyways, the reason why I finally started to try to get back into shape again going back to gaming, um, I've been playing like a lot of fighting games lately, namely Guilty Gear, Strive, and I have been going to a local tournament by me, and the local tournament that I go to streams on Twitch sometimes, if you're lucky enough to get on there. And one of the matches I was doing was streamed on Twitch, and I was actually super excited that I get to be streamed on there. So after the venue, the next day, I went onto Twitch and looked at the recording of the live stream because I was super excited to see myself on there. And when I did, it was not pretty. I see myself all the time in the mirror, which is much different than when you see yourself as a third person point of view. I don't know how to explain it, but like looking at yourself in the mirror, you're like, oh yeah, I'm fat, whatever. But when you see a camera viewing you from a third party perspective, it looks a lot different. And I looked way more obese than I thought. And I was frankly disgusted at myself. I really was. And I just told myself, like, I can't keep living like this. I have to try to get in shape and be the best person I can be because that's just no way to go through life. So that's kind of why I decided to start my journey. Um, and so I started by having a goal in mind. Um, my goal right now is to try to reach 220 pounds, when I first started, I started 2 months ago, May 20th of 2024, and I started at 280 pounds. Um, Today, it's now July 23rd, 2024, so about 2 months, and I've lost about 20 pounds. I'm down to around 260. So 10 pounds per month so far. I'm pretty sure that's going to slow down once I get to lower weight levels, but I'm estimating maybe like 6 more months, and I'll probably be able to hit my goal of 220 pounds, and then from there, I'll probably move the goalpost down to 200, and then see where I'm at in regards to my weight and muscle mass and all that good stuff. Um, so what I have been doing so far for my 2 months of progress of 20 pounds, I have been obviously doing exercise and dieting. I think dieting contributes a lot more to weight loss than exercise, but you should still do both because I do want to at least gain muscle at the same time and not let that muscle degrade while I'm losing weight, since your body burns both fat and muscle. So, what I've been doing is I go to the gym 3 times a week. I just signed up with a local gym, just like a small gym. I can't stand the larger ones with all the people around. So I got membership at Anytime Fitness, which is nice. I could go at any time, hence the name. But anyways, I've been going 3 times a week, just doing full body workouts and a run on the elliptical. Uh, Nothing too particular, I guess, or I'm not trying to think too much in the weeds on like what's the perfect exercise routine. Oh, you have to do like these muscle groups one day, you have to do these muscle groups another day, etc. Maybe when I get closer to my weight goal and I'm more familiar with my routine and everything, and I hit a plateau or something, then maybe I'll change it up. But for right now, I just want to keep it simple. Use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So my my main goal right now is just to get in the gym because if you try too hard to perfect everything from the beginning, I feel like that's just going to set you up for failure. So I'm just going to take baby steps. So 3 days a week. Uh, I'll usually go Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. That way, I only have to go in 2 times a week during a normal work day. And I'll usually go in the evenings. Um, I tried the mornings. I'm not a morning person. I know a lot of people swear, oh, you have to go into the gym in the morning, and if I did that, I would just hate myself and probably quit. And I find evenings to be a lot easier too because I can just throw my clothes in the car, and then when I get off work, I just change at the gym. I go to the gym, I get all sweaty, and then I can come home and shower. So I feel like it's a lot more time efficient actually to just do it in the evening. Um, and it's just easier for me too. And plus, I can time eating my meals right after the gym, which is nice. Um, because moving into dieting, I I don't eat breakfast. I rarely eat breakfast actually. I know a lot of people say you have to eat breakfast. I I don't feel all that hungry in the morning. I don't know. I just I'm usually my appetite doesn't really kick in until noonish. So it hasn't been a problem for me. I know some people say, "Oh, you have to eat like 7 meals a day and plan it all out." Well, my day can be very different depending on what I have going on at work, and it's just not feasible for me. So I just have lunch and dinner. Um, so I'm not too worried. Again, I'm not trying to plan like completely everything out. I'm just trying to keep it very simple. Um, so for lunch, I'll usually just I stopped going to getting fast food. Obviously, I cut out soda. I replace soda with sparkling water. So I'll drink like LaCroix or something. So like, here you go, LaCroix. I actually love LaCroix. I know a lot of people like talk badly about it. I don't know why, but it's actually pretty nice. And it basically it almost tastes like you're drinking soda in a sense. Like yeah, the flavor is like pretty minimal, but it's good enough. And with the carbonation, it really does feel like you're drinking soda. So it tricks my brain like a placebo. So that's been kind of my cheat method is just sparkling water. Um, for lunch, I'll usually go to the grocery store at work for lunch. So I'll go to like Whole Foods. I'll go to the hot bar at Whole Foods and get food there. Or sometimes I'll just get like an apple, a banana, and some water. Um, and I know a lot of people, some people have told me like, oh, that's too extreme. If you have too low of a calorie diet, you'll end up getting too hungry and then bouncing back. But it's been fine for me. I haven't had an issue just having the apple and banana for lunch. I won't do it like every lunch, but I'll probably do it most work days. And I've been fine. I haven't felt like super hungry or anything. Uh, Probably because my body's just using up the fat right now. As for dinner, I'll usually make food at home. I'll have like an 8 ounce steak, which I think is 660 calories, and then I'll boil some broccoli and cauliflower, which I estimate to be around like 700 total um, for dinner. So I've been keeping my calorie count pretty low. Some people say it's a bit too aggressive, but I don't know. I've been fine with it. There are days where like I'll not really cheat, but like I'll cheat like a tiny bit where I'll have like a little bit of chips, not like a whole lot of chips. Like from Chipotle because I do go to Chipotle all the time. Most of the time when I do go to Chipotle, I don't get chips. I'll just get the Um, salad bowl, no rice. I'll get beans. I'll get chicken. Sometimes single or double. Usually double if it's a workout day. Um, and then fajitas, medium salsa, and that's it. I avoid the corn, the sour cream, the cheese, um, and then I'll maybe put on some of the Tabasco sauce. And it's been working fine so far. I mean, I'm basically just having meat and vegetables, and then fruit for lunch. I'll have some carbs on occasion. I'm not gonna try to completely ignore carbs. Uh, I used to think that like carbs were evil and that you had to avoid them, but um, from what I've been learning over time is carbs aren't that bad. So like I'll still limit them, but like I won't like outright try to avoid carbs because last time I went on a diet years ago, I tried to avoid carbs as much as I possibly could, and I was miserable. So I'll have carbs if I'm really craving it. As far as my uh, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my diet. I have been keeping a log to help keep myself accountable, keep track of my goals, and just make sure that I'm staying on top of my dieting and my exercise. So I will keep a daily log. I'll weigh myself in the morning, uh, track my weight, and then I will also track calories burned that day if I went to the gym that day. Otherwise, I just put zero. I'm not gonna bother figuring out the calculate calories I burned for just going about my day. I'll also plug in the calories for any food I've eaten that day, and then my log will keep track of what my calorie count was, where I should be at, and then I just keep track of my weight every day. I know a lot of people say don't track your weight every day, maybe check like once a week. Um, I feel like checking each day is better for me personally. And I'll probably make a separate video about that later in terms of goal setting. I think that could be a whole nother topic in and of itself. But I will cut to my log and I will show you what I've been keeping track of.
Okay, so here is my fitness log so far. Um, my voice may sound a bit different because I'm on a headset instead of the webcam. I will zoom in here so you can see better. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. So basically, we have the date. May 20th is when I started. My weight, I started at 280 pounds. Then I convert my weight into calories, so I'm converting it to whatever my weight is here, and then multiplying by 3,500 calories, so I can convert that weight into calories for future calculations. Uh, my basic metabolic rate. Um, I had just found I guess, an equation online to calculate what your basic metabolic rate is. So from what I found, it was your weight times um, this number here, basically. Uh, and then I think it goes by, I forget what the rest of the calculations were, but I believe um, the 33 is age. But whatever that calculation was that I found, that's the calculation I used to calculate my basic metabolic rate. So this will update whenever I update my weight each day, which is nice. Estimated calories burned. That's just something I plug in whenever I go to the gym. Um, Typically, from what I found um, from my research, was about like an hour or so of a lifting weights burns about 400 calories. I found it's just a rough estimate, and then usually I do about 22 minutes on the treadmill, and that's because that's one episode to watch a show. So I'll pull up a show on Netflix, I'll watch it while I'm on the treadmill, and then I'll just finish after that show ends because it keeps my mind off of the cardio. And usually by the time I finish, that's about 165 calories. So typically, a full workout, I'll burn like 560, or so I'm estimating. Breakfast, I don't really eat breakfast. I'll usually skip it. That's why it's zero. But there are some days where I might get like a latte at Starbucks. That's like something I do cheat with. Um, I love my grande skinny vanilla lattes at Starbucks. So sometimes I'll have that for breakfast in my calories. Lunch, again, like I mentioned, either like Whole Foods or just like an apple and a banana or something, which is usually 200 calories. Dinner, just usually meat and vegetables or Chipotle or something. And then today's end weight in calories. This takes everything else, so my weight in calories over here, and then it subtracts how much I should burn from just my basic metabolic rate, how much I'm burning from exercise that day, and then adding back breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then that should get me what my calories are at the end of the day, theoretically. My running total weight in calories is like a running total of each. This one doesn't have the formula, but this one does. Let me go back to show you. There you go. So the running total will take J2, so it'll take the calories up above it from the previous day, and then it will kind of do the same thing as the today's end weight calories calculation, just subtracting from the BMR, exercise, adding back breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then it'll calculate what my theoretical calories should be based on the previous day's theoretical calories. So it's like a running total of where my weight should be at. And then it calculates it back into pounds. Again, just taking this, dividing it by 3,500 to go back into pounds. So that's what my weight should theoretically be at versus what I weigh in that day or the next day. Uh, Over here, I just keep my notes. Um, I've been keeping small goals. So I started at 280 here. So my first kind of mini goal is 278 pounds by the next week. I'm trying to shoot for 2 pounds per week, so 8 pounds per month. Luckily, the weight machine I got um, also calculates my BMI and body fat. Um, I'm not gonna check that every single day though, because I don't want to just like stand on the scale for like several minutes waiting for it to go to the next thing. Um, but my starting BMI is 43% and body fat 48%, so super high, obviously. And I'll probably like update the BMI and body fat maybe like once every few weeks or so just to see where I'm at. The overall log. Um, Between day 1 and day 2, there's a significant decrease. I think that's just body weight fluctuation. I didn't mess with it. Um, I'll take the win there. And so, yeah, this is how my weight has been going so far. Um, May 20th to the end of May, I lost a lot. I think because of the weight fluctuation on day 2. Um, and then going through June, I started at 271, and by the end of June, 264. So I lost quite a bit. I was kind of stuck around here in the beginning of June. I was just kind of fluctuating around 265, 266 for the longest time. Um, and it didn't help in mid June here. I kind of just estimated these numbers in mid June because I was on vacation. I was on a cruise ship. I was on Princess Cruise, Alaska. Um, so I kind of just guesstimated. I didn't really keep track of myself during that time, and then I start tracking myself again when I get back. So July, I was at 264. Uh, Currently, I'm at 259.8. So I'm getting there slowly.
I'm also going to show you my comparison results so far. I've taken a photo of myself um, May 20th when I first started. I also took a photo of myself sometime early July. Was it early or mid July? And then I also took a third progress photo just a few days ago, July 20th or 22nd, so I can kind of just show what my results look like so far after losing 20 pounds. I am 33. I forgot to mention that. I'm like 33 and 5'9", 5'10".
Right, here's my progress photos. 280 pounds, May 20th, BMI 43, body fat 48. July 3rd, 262, BMI 41.2, body fat 45.6. And then 2 months in, July 21st, I'm at 259 pounds. So I lost 20 pounds total so far. BMI 41.1, body fat 45.5. The BMI and body fat aren't much different from 3 weeks ago, but still a vast improvement from 2 months ago.
So observations so far of my 2 month weight loss journey. So far, physically or visually, you can't really see much change at all, just visually. However, I have noticed a few changes, even if I can't see them with my eye. Um, I fit clothes better. There's been some clothes where I have not been using lately because they just don't fit right. But now I've been able to start using them again, which is nice. I can start using more of my wardrobe again. Um, Another thing I've noticed actually was acid reflux. I used to have some pretty bad acid reflux pretty much daily, where I'd have Tums to help keep the acid reflux down. If I was in bed sleeping, I might wake up in the middle of the night because I could feel acid reflux going up my throat. Um, and I think it was partially like overeating, but I don't know because there's been some days where I haven't really overeaten or I haven't really had a soda or something, and so there's no carbonation in my system, and yet for some reason I would still get acid reflux. So I'm not sure what the exact issue or cause was that would trigger it. I think it was just my weight overall. Um, but ever since like I've changed my diet, less fast food, um, and exercising more, I haven't had any issue with acid reflux ever since. Probably even within like the first week of changing my diet. I have noticed it's easier to move. I had a lot more fat in my stomach, so it was like a lot harder to like lean down, tie my shoe, or anything like that. And it's so much easier to move. I feel a lot more energetic now as well. Um, if I go upstairs, I'm not breathing as heavy. So I have noticed some slight changes even in just the first 2 months. I think in the next month or two, I'll be able to start seeing some more visual changes than I am right now. But so far, I'm happy with the results, and they can only get better. Future goals. Again, my future goal is to try to reach 220 pounds. If I get there, and then depending on um, how I look with like my muscle mass and body fat percentage, etc., I'll try to move that goalpost and just go from there. Right now, I just want to lose weight, be normal, or skinny again, I guess. If I can look athletic, great, but baby steps. I don't want to overwhelm myself, so right now it's just trying to get to an acceptable weight. Maybe I might make future videos. I will definitely make progress videos, maybe once a month or so. And if any topics or ideas come to mind, I'll probably make another video on occasion. All right, well, I hope to see you soon. Like, subscribe if you're interested in keeping track of my journey, and hope to see you soon.